Here's how I got on as a fat person at Phantasialand. Currently I'm anywhere from a size 20 to a 24, so bear that in mind if you're thinking of going and are measuring yourself against me. This will be a two-parter as we've got a fair bit to cover. Getting into it, we start off in the incredibly immersive area Rookburgh. I will say I couldn't find any test seats in the park, only for Black Mamba, so this was our first ride of the day and I was a bit anxious. The restraints for Fly pull down over your head and onto your stomach, however there are no shoulder restraints. You do also have your shins caged in, however this area was quite flexible and there was plenty of room. I can't tell you how happy I was to be able to fit on this, but I will warn you, you do start in an upright position, however there you do end up on your stomach. I have read online some people find this a bit uncomfortable, but I had no issues. Next we did Mouse Chocolate, which is a 3D indoor dark ride where you're just shooting some chocolate at some mice. Neither of us had any problems sitting together in this, and this is just a lap bar that stops where your belly stops. Next we did Colorado Adventure. This was just a two-seater lap bar and we both fit comfortably. This roller coaster was really fun and unsuspecting and actually threw us about quite a bit as well. Moving on to our first water ride of the trip, we had a go at Chiapas. I'm sorry if I've butchered that. The seats on this aren't like a traditional log flume and it seats up to 6 adults. You do have to climb in the boat and the seats are quite low down. Everyone has their own section to sit in with a lap bar that you have to push on your belly. Once you're in, it isn't uncomfortable, but you just have to bear in mind you have to climb in and out of the vehicle. Then another coaster we did was Rake. This was a two-seater with a lap bar. We both fit fine, however it was quite a short ride so we wouldn't queue too long for it. Sadly, whilst we were there, Talakan was under refurbishment, but looking at the ride, this was an overhead restraint with seatbelts. We also did Crazy Bats, which is an indoor dark coaster with a VR headset. As you can see, I forgot to film any of it. As a standalone coaster, it was pretty fun, but I could not get on with the VR headset. Anyway, that's it for part 1. Keep an eye out for part 2 coming up soon, and here's Richard on a silly little frog ride.